If you're ready to attract your dream partner, and you know deep in your heart and soul that you want sacred union, then the first step is to go in and realize that sacred union is inside. And I know you've probably heard that so many times, and you're like, no, I don't want to do more inner work. I just want it to happen on the outside. Well, it's going to happen on the inside first. And that is a place of no compromise. When attracting a sacred union, the first thing is to not compromise your relationship to the true love within. Meaning, no matter what it takes, you're going to sit with the uncomfortable notion of all the parts that you want to reject and the parts that you don't love. And you're going to take that painful step sometimes to sit and gaze into the mirror of truth and see what you're rejecting and not loving inside, and hold those deep into your heart, and with all your might, love all those rejected, so-called ugly parts of yourself. It is like a deep homecoming. Those parts need to come home into the furnace of your heart, and you have to burn through that ache of loving all those parts that you feel are unworthy or unlovable. To burn away the illusion that love is a certain thing or a certain way, to come out of the fantasy of this great love that is shiny and glamorous, to bring it to its true, authentic nature, it's almost like to open up and peel away those lenses on the eyes, those rosy colored lenses, and to take that away and to see love for what it is. It's to draw those parts home, first of all, and to come out of the fantasy of love that you've learned since you're a kid, that I learned since I'm a kid watching Walt Disney, that all the media and whatever else we're taught to believe about love, which is this illusionary romance, and bring it to its raw bones. Love is loving those parts that want to run away, that feel that they deserve to be rejected, and to hold those deep into your heart, like little children that are shaking and wanting to run away, and you hold them into your heart. That's the first thing, is to come out of the illusion of love and get into the realness of it, the muckiness of love, the messiness of it inside of yourself. And to, if you're someone who keeps looking for it outside and gets distracted, to bring that home, that eager looking outside, bring it home and really see where you need love, deep love inside, and do that work, whatever it takes. Sit with it every day a little bit, and get support, get help, get the therapy, get the sister, the brother to show you where you're running away from yourself. Number one, come into the reality, stop running away. Number two, don't compromise. Don't compromise that which you know feels good to your heart and soul. If you're in a relationship or attracting connections where you're like, this is the best I'll get. I don't know if this is the person, I don't know if this is the person. And that can last for years sometimes. You're with someone and you're always thinking, I don't know if this is the right person. Then sorry, it's not the right person. You will know when it's the right person. Why? Because your being relaxes. You feel safe. You feel like you're at home with that person. You can be yourself. So don't compromise that feeling of being yourself and feeling at home. And don't compromise that with yourself. Give yourself the space and time you need, the spaciousness you need to create a home and a sanctuary for yourself, so that when someone comes into your life, they're entering a space that is like a sanctuary, not cluttered with all your exes and all your expectations. Start to clear that space. If you're still got all these ties with exes or with past relationships and it's all a muddle and a mess, do what you can to clear that. Go to the water, go into a river, cleanse yourself of that. Make a fire, write a letter, burn in whatever you need that feels right for you. Clear your space to make space for someone to come into your field, so that you can attract someone who's not messy and muddled and confused, to attract someone who's like, boom, I see you, I choose you, I'm committing to you. So you commit to yourself first. Then comes commitment. Commitment. Commitment is such an important vibration. If you're not committed and you're not committed to loving yourself, and you're not committed to creating a container of love, a home, a sanctuary, then how is someone going to meet you in commitment? If you want commitment, you will vibrate commitment, and it will be felt by another. Meaning, if you want to commit to someone, you have to stop maybe keeping all your options open to other beings. Or if you're someone who says, oh, I want to commit to one person, but you're like constantly seeing 10 people at the same time, it's very likely that anyone will feel safe enough to enter your sphere, your zone, your container, and feel like they want to commit to you. If you're not committed because you're afraid of commitment, now this is a big word, afraid of commitment. If the word commitment makes you want to run away, then this would be something, it's like coaxing a little child that's hiding under the table to say, come here, it's safe. You don't just drag the kid into your arms. You gently, very gently, sit there patiently until the child comes out from under the table and runs into your arms, just as an example. Or if there's a very scared cat and you want to stroke the cat, you don't just drag the cat into your arms. You sit there patiently, maybe for days, for months, until the cat comes and feels safe. So it's the same like commitment. If you're afraid of commitment, gently welcome commitment. It's like welcoming a scared child back into your arms. So be patient with yourself. And if you know you want to commit and you're ready for commitment, you will not distract yourself from that commitment. The other word that comes on the opposite side of commitment is distraction. If you're saying I want to commit, but you're distracting yourself all the time, whatever that is, seeing a lot of people, going into many, many, many social circles, having way too many friends that you can commit to deep friendship. Maybe you're committing to so many projects in your life. Come out of all that scatteredness and in a way choose one thing, choose a few friends, choose one good project and commit to that. Oh my God, you're going to find someone right there who's going to be like, oh my God, I'm ready to commit to you. Let's build a house, let's build a life, let's build magic together. So commitment is the other word. And then comes your relationship to your sensual body, to your life force energy, or call it even sexual energy. If you have a good relationship, a healthy relationship with your sensual body, and you live well in your body as a sensual being, which is a beautiful thing, it's not a shameful thing, in a way, it's a very sacred relationship to your body, to your genitals, to your heart, to your skin, to the way you live in your body. This will also determine what kind of relationship you attract. If you cannot cultivate a good relationship with your own, let's say even genitals, and you hate them, or you only use them for when you're frustrated or when you just want to have a moment of pleasure, but otherwise you discard them, you may attract someone who treats you that way too. So this is a very sacred part of personal relating, you with yourself, your soul with your body. So to begin to create a sacred relationship to your sensual body. And this is something you can start with yourself. And this will determine what kind of person steps into your life. And even if you want to take that first step, you're like, ooh, I've never done that before. Wonderful. Start that exploration with a sensitivity, with a care, with a gentleness. You may also attract someone who's like, hey, I'm there too. I'm just at the beginning of that. Let's do this together. Let's find out more about that together. So that you don't feel used and abused, but instead you feel like, wow, I'm cultivating a very sacred temple life almost, or a sacred relation, a sensual relationship with yourself and with other. And this is a very important part of any relationship, that you honor and respect each other for being sensual humans. And then finally is this sense of coming together in creative energy. So a karmic relationship is one where you have to burn through all the things of the past together. Nothing wrong with that. And yet, if you want to come into a real sacred union, it's likely you'll learn a lot of lessons together, but you won't always be processing, if you know what I mean. You won't always be trying to figure out what's going on here and what is this and arguing and figuring out. Instead, you might still have a clash of fire and an argument, but you'll use it as creative power. Union comes into creative energy, meaning you'll create a home together. You'll create a beautiful family together. You'll create a business together. You'll create a hobby together. But coming together in sacred union very often becomes a creative life, where you're not coming into a destructive life of arguments and hiding from each other and secrecy and agitation. But you come into, wow, even the friction becomes a playing field for more energy and more creativity. So these are some of the ways in order to take those steps to come into a beautiful sacred relationship. First of all, with yourself, and then it's bound to happen on the outside. It needs some patience, it needs some trust, but more than anything, it takes a deep relationship right here, body, heart, soul. Yeah. And it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen.